NewsNation correspondent Jorge Ventura joining us live with this story. Jorge, can you break down how this program works?
Well, Natasha, the Border Patrol not just patrolling the border. A new investigation revealing how the Border Patrol and a new controversial surveillance program is watching millions of American drivers across the country. And those individuals who they deem have suspicious travel patterns are now being detained. Cameras along highways and city roads are scanning license plates nationwide. U.S. Border Patrol is now running a predictive intelligence program that tracks millions of vehicles across the country. The system uses an algorithm to look at where a car came from and where it's going, how often it travels near the border, and which route it takes, searching for what it considers unusual patterns. When a plate is flagged, Border Patrol can then notify local law enforcement. Officers then stop the driver for minor violations, including speeding, not signaling, even dangling an air freshener, without revealing the federal surveillance behind it. And drivers can be detained for what they deem, quote, suspicious driving. This network now stretches far beyond the border. The agency has placed cameras near Phoenix and Detroit and along major transportation corridors linking border states to larger cities like Houston, San Antonio, Chicago, and Los Angeles. CBP refers to this as building patterns of life, mapping out how vehicles normally move and flagging what looks out of the ordinary. Some aren't so sure that it's legal.
The question of whether or not license plate readers can be used, why, yes, they've been used by law enforcement for many years at this point. But the way that they're being employed, the fact that they're being used to instruct local law enforcement to conduct searches without having solid reasons for the stop. I mean, it seems like a lot of these stops are happening under pretext.
Supporters of the program call it a powerful weapon against drug and human trafficking. Civil liberties advocates argue that it functions like a digital dragnet, quietly pulling in everyday Americans who've never been charged with a crime.
They've worked really hard to keep the program, the way it's deployed, where it's deployed, etc. Very hush-hush. Documents that have been requested by people through FOIAs are typically heavily redacted. So it is not something that most Americans are going to view favorably.
Now, in response to the AP findings, CBP told NewsNation, quote, that CBP's mission is complex and relies on a layered mix of personnel, technology, and infrastructure to detect illicit activity while supporting lawful trade and travel. As part of that approach, we've used license plate readers, the same systems employed by state and local enforcement nationwide, to help identify threats and disrupt criminal networks. CBP did emphasize that while Border Patrol generally operates within 100 miles of the border, federal law allows the agency to operate anywhere within the United States. Now, not everyone is on board with this controversial surveillance program. Congressman Dan Goldman earlier today now says that Congress needs full transparency on CBP's program, calling out that if Americans are being pulled over due to an algorithm, that it does not honor the Fourth Amendment, Natasha.
All right, Jorge Ventura with that live report in Los Angeles tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.